2, Miss Vaughan here, and it is day 1 of week 5 for maths. So today we are looking at addition and subtraction in the same session. So what we need to do before we start is recap what we do for each of those operations.
So we have addition and subtraction. We can solve addition mentally and subtraction mentally. That's either counting on or counting back in our heads. Then we can also use the number line to solve both operations. But we have to be careful because one of our answers get bigger and on the other operation, the answer gets smaller. So that means for addition, we must have to jump up the number line, and for subtraction, we jump down the number line. So if we're jumping up, we must have to start at the beginning of the number line. And if we're jumping down the number line, we must have to start at the end. And then just for one of these operations, we can use the W, which is the partitioning and recombining method. And of course, we can use the partitioning and recombining method for addition.
So if you want to solve the problems mentally today, that's absolutely fine. Just pop a little M next to it so that we know. So if you're doing it mentally for adding a single digit, you might just go 15, 16, 17, 18 and count on, or go 26, 25, 24, 23, 22 and count back. You might also want to do the problems where you add just 10 or take away 10 mentally. So you can use your fingers to represent the tens numbers like Miss Vaughan's shown you before. So if you've got 45 and you take away a 10, it now becomes 35. If you've got 22 and you add a 10, it becomes 32. So you can do that mentally. And if you want to mentally add teens numbers as well, you can. If you know that 26 add 13, 20 and 10 is 30, and 6 and 3 is 9, you know the answer is 39. It's okay if you want to do that. But if you're doing addition and you want to use the partitioning and recombining method, I'll show you how to do that now.
So if you want to use the partitioning and recombining method, you can do that, but for addition only. We also call this the W, as long as Mr. Stray doesn't find out. So Miss Vaughan would suggest putting a T above your tens and a O above your ones, okay? Because this will help you match the tens to the tens and the ones to the ones. So we draw a line to match the tens to the tens and the ones to the ones. And then when we add the tens, we count in tens. So 2 tens plus another 10, 10, 20, 30. So we pop 30 below the tens. And then we count in ones. So we've got 5 ones and another 2 ones. So 5, 6, 7. And then if we have 30 and 7, our answer is 37. So sometimes this works straight away, and sometimes you have to use the partitioning and recombining method twice because the numbers bridge. So let's have a look at that. So we match the tens to the tens and the ones to the ones. And then we have 2 tens and another 5 tens. So I can put up 5 fingers and another 2, and I can see 7 fingers, so that's 70. So I pop my tens below the tens. And then if I've got 5 ones and 6 ones, I know 5 add 5 is 10, and then I've got one more left over. So my answer there is 11. And I can't go 70, 11 like I did 37. So I then have to partition and recombine again. So tens to the tens, ones to the ones. 70 and another 10 is 80. And nothing, add 1 is just 1. And then now I have 81. So I can answer my number sentence with the answer.
or you may want to use the unstructured number line or the structured if you want to. So your grown-up can print a structured number line, but if not, and you're going to use unstructured, I'll show you how to do that now. You want to move on to the unstructured number line. It's different for addition than subtraction. So when we add on the unstructured number line, we start at the beginning of the number line and we jump up the number line. So we start with the first number, we add the tens and then the ones. Now one jump is usually 3 squares big, and I need to do 3 of those. So 1, 2, 3. And I write add 10 in my jumps. And then I add 10. So 25 becomes 35, 35 becomes 45, and 45 becomes 55. So 25, 35, 45, 55. Now I've added my tens, I now must add the ones. So 1, 2 ones jumps in 32. So now I need to count in ones, not tens. 55, 56, 57. So that's addition on the unstructured number line. Now we're going to have a little look at subtraction on the unstructured number line. So this time we don't start at the beginning of the number line, we start at the end of the number line. So we start with the first number, and just like addition, we jump the tens and then we jump the ones. So I've got 2 10 jumps, and instead of jumping up the number line and getting bigger, I'm going to jump down the number line as my answer is smaller. So 1, 2 big 10 jumps, and I write in my jumps, take away 10. So 46 becomes 36, 36 becomes 26. So 46, 36, 26. It helps if you say it out loud. And then once I've taken away the tens, I then need to take away the ones, which is 3 1 jumps for the number 23. So 26, 25, 24, 23. And then I write in my answer, which Miss Swan forgot to do here. So I'll pop that in there too. So that's addition and subtraction on the unstructured number line.
So today, Miss Swan would recommend that you either count on or back mentally for red. And if you're not able to do that yet, that's fine. I would use a structured number line. And then as you move on to orange, you might want to do that mentally by using your fingers for the tens and then remembering that the ones do not change. Just be careful that you count down when it's subtraction and count up when it's addition. And then for the green, you can use the unstructured number line and purple, but if you want to use the partitioning and recombining method for your addition number sentences, that's fine. But I would use a method, perhaps the unstructured number line, for subtraction number sentences.